florist with Equestrian Imports. You may have watched our first video that showed how to clean the saddle for daily cleaning. I want to showing you what we do when we clean saddles that come into the shop and need a more thorough cleaning. I'll show you how to clean the metal, and I'll show you how to apply the balsam to the saddle. So when it comes to the shop, the first thing we do actually is clean the metal. So I use a product called Chrome Polish. This is the Chrome. One second, I'll show you in the box. This is the Chrome. It comes in a box like this. Comes in a little tube. That's the first thing I'm going to clean the metal with. So you just take the lid off, take a little tiny dab and put it on the metal. And you can either do it just with a cloth to buff the metal, or you can use, if you're very careful, you can use a Dremel. A Dremel is a tool that powers with a battery and goes a little bit faster than what it is when we use the cloth. So this is a Dremel. You'll hear the buzzing noise when I turn it on. You can change the speed. So I use this because we clean many saddles. So you'll put the Dremel on and basically turn the speed up a little bit. If you don't have one of these, you can easily do this with a polishing cloth. So I'll do this side with the Dremel. And then I'll do the other side with a buffing cloth. So I'll always take the cloth and buff it up, and it's super shiny when it's finished. So again, take just a cloth and just a little bit of elbow grease, and you'll shine that metal. It will be so nice when you're done. And then you can take, so clean all the metal. This one under here, and give it a really good buff. And move your cloth around so you get a nice clean bit on the cloth so that it shines the metal. The D-ring, you can shine that D-ring as well. And you can also do your stirrup bar. So get it really good and a really good buff. Push really hard, a little elbow grease goes a long way. That's basically how that works. So you'll do all the metal. On the Albion saddle it has belly nails. You can do the belly nail as well. So after I've done that, then I'll do what we do for daily cleaning, or actually we'll do it as if it was really dirty. So if the saddle comes in and it's really dirty, then we'll use the Combi Plus. We'll use it first by itself. So we'll take the Combi Plus. This is the Combi Plus. This is also good if you have any mildew on leather or any kind of mold. This tends to kill it. So we'll use the Combi. You'll see that that's fairly wet. So we'll clean the saddle all over first with the Combi. So you'll clean every panel under the sweat flap, under the panel on the gullet lining. Clean it all over just like this. You'll clean the top side of the sweat flap, and then the billets, and so on and so forth with the Combi Plus. After you've completed that, then you'll move to the balsam. So we'll use, and you can use, I prefer to use, if it's an Amerigo saddle, I like to use Amerigo balsam. If it's a Prestige saddle, I like to use the Prestige products. I think that they're suited for that leather type. However, in the store, when we have multiple saddles coming in, we tend to maybe use just a more generic product, like the EFAX product. So you can use the EFAX balsam or the Albion balsam. Any one is good. So we'll take the balsam. So we've cleaned the metal, we've cleaned the dirt off the saddle. Now we're going to add the balsam to the saddle. So we'll start with the panel. We'll add, again, circular motion. I tend to do everything when cleaning in a circular motion, just like this. And all over the sweat flap. And for conditioning a saddle, you don't need to condition when the saddle's brand new, about maybe twice a month for the first 3 months, and then once a month thereafter. Or if the leather feels dry, then you can put the balsam on it. So get the balsam on, again, circular motion. You'll do it all over. You'll do it in the top, in the bottom, in the front. You can do it on the billets as well, but you want to be very careful on the billets. You want to make sure that you only, every 3 or 4 months, only 2 or 3 times a year do you want to condition billets. They tend to stretch if you over condition them. So you can see we've got balsam all over on the underside. Again, circular motion all the way around, don't miss anything. Get right up underneath where the billet straps go. And we'll tip the saddle back over. And same thing. So you've obviously cleaned it first. Now this is the other side we had done before. So now we can condition it. And you'll do circular motion for the conditioner. Circular motion all the way around. You can see it's starting to get a gleam or a glisten off the leather. All the way around. And right up on top. Right till we get to the seat. And again, I use the circular motion. You can see I've not been back in the balsam. It's a little dry now. I'm starting to see where it's not, there's not enough on the sponge. So I'll put a little more on and we'll do the seat. So again, just take the tub, a little bit on, sponge, and a circular motion. And again, I particularly like, if you're using an Amerigo saddle, use the Amerigo balsam. If you're using a saddle that doesn't have, some manufacturers don't make their own balsam, then maybe use the EFAX balsam or something more generic. There we go. And this also helps, when there's balsam on your saddle, it also helps for sun fading. Very often the leather gets faded from the sun. If you balsam your saddle regular, that really helps to keep the sun from fading the leather. So once that's complete, again I like to finish the saddle with a little bit of glistening soap. Once you have to wait long enough till the balsam is soaked in. So wait till it's almost dry looking and then go right over the top of it with the glistening soap. All the way underneath, all the way around. And you'll see that starts to put a really lovely shine on the leather. And you have to think of the balsam as food for the leather. Soap is to clean it, balsam is where you are feeding the leather. And again, I'm very big on the circular motion. And get all around the panels. And this is good. Doesn't take all that long, but really helps to look after the leather and really keeps the value in your saddle. Thanks for taking the time to watch me today and have a lovely day.